Yes, another win for Iran in World Cup qualifying. On today's episode, we will recap Iran's match against Hong Kong and preview Iran's upcoming qualifier against Uzbekistan. You know the deal, and you know what time it is. It's time for Team Melli Talk. How would Iran play against Hong Kong? Hey everyone, welcome back to Team Melli Talk. World Cup qualifying continues, so this means you are in the mood to buy some more Team Melli merchandise. Check out our Shopify store, teammellytalk.myshopify.com. We've got green Iran retro shirts and also Iran scarves. Links are also available if you click down below. Now let's check out Iran's starting lineup against Hong Kong. Getting the starting goal, Payam Niyazmand. Now for the back line, Abulfazl Jalali, Shoja Khaliazadeh, Amin Hazbavi, Arya Yousefi. Now for the defensive midfielders, Saman Ghodus, Mohammad Ghorbani. Now for the attackers, Mehdi Gaidi and Ali Reza Jahanbash on the wings, Taremi providing support. And of course up top, the lone striker, Sardar Azmoun. This is a lineup that I really like because it was great to see Ghorbani, Jalali, Hazbavi, and Yousefi in the starting 11. Now let's check out the highlights.
به نام خدا سلام میکنم به بینندگان عزیز سایت و اپلیکیشن آنتن. مقدماتی جام جهانی 2026 گروه ای و تقابل ایران با هنگ کنگ. یه رسته توپ از پشت فاصله گرفت، آریا یوسفی اضافه شد. یه حرکت داره شکل میگیره برای ایران، فرصت هست برای مهدی طارمی. تیر دروازه هنگ کنگ به لرزه در اومد. حالا یه ضربه دیگه از سردار آزمون. ارسال مواج ابوالفضل جلالی، همچنان فرصت هست برای ایران. ببینیم این توپ گل میشه یا نه. مهدی قائدی سمت راست توپو در اختیار داره، ارسال با ارتفاع کم و اعلام ضربه پنالتی به سود ایران. ضربه پنالتی کرد به سود ایران. صحنه رو ببینیم. خود مهدی طارمی ضربه رو میزنه و دروازه هنگ کنگ رو باز میکنه. ایران 1، هنگ کنگ 0. تسلیم شد هانگ فایاب. کشورمون هرچند که نباید ارزش‌های حاج صفی و محمدی رو هم زیر سوال ببریم، اونا بازیکنان بسیار با کیفیتی بودن. حالا یه پاس زمینی و دروازه ایران باز شد. 1-1 مساوی. اشتباهی که آریا یوسفی انجام داد، اصلا اونجا نباید همچین پاسی داده میشد. قربانی پاس رو به جلو رو داد مهدی قائدی، پاس تو در سردار آزمون از صده بازیکن گذشت، ضربه با پای چپ. همچنان فرصت هست برای ایران و قربانی. سردار دروازه رو باید باز کنه. توپ سمت چپ رسید به مهدی قائدی. فرار آغاز شده توسط مهدی طارمی. زوج بوشهری رو تشکیل دادن. خود مهدی طارمی ضربه رو میزنه که ضربه شومدار نیست. پرتاب بلند کمی جلو کشیدن بازیکنان هنگ کنگ. فرصت هست برای زدن گل دوم. سامان قدوس پاسو ارسال میکنه برای مهدی طارمی و یه پنالتی دیگه. بله، اعلام ضربه پنالتی برای ایران و این دومین پنالتی ایران در دیدار امروزش. تو اونقی که داده شد فرار آغاز شد و یاب و این گلر مرتکب خطاش. خود مهدی ضربه رو میزنه و چیپ میزنه و خوشگل هم میزنه و گل دوم ایران هم به ثمر رسید. ایران 2، هنگ کنگ 1. مهدی طارمی زد، خوبم زد و دروازه تیم ملی هنگ کنگ رو باز کرد. پاس به سمت راست، آریا یوسفی وارد محوطه جریمه شد. خود آریا میتونه یه پاس گل بده. چطوری این توپ گل نشد؟ چه فرصتی از دست رفت برای ایران. یه حرکت از مهدی طارمی، باز هم خطرساز ظاهر شد. مهدی طارمی پاس رو داد به سردار. نیمه اول بودن، نیمه دوم حضور دارن. حالا مهدی قائدی توپو در اختیار داره. توپو مهیا میکنه برای مهدی طارمی و هتریک. توپو مهیا کرد برای طارمی. واقعا گلش در کلاس متفاوتی زده شد. ارسال بلند، فرصت هست برای بازیکنان هنگ کنگ. اونجا خطا صورت نگرفت؟ نه، داور اعتقادی به خطا نداره. گل دوم هنگ کنگ هم زده شد، فاصله به حداقل رسید. بریم ببینیم چه اتفاقی افتاد اینجا. ارسال انجام شد، در تصویر مشخص نیست. ببینیم از این زاویه ببینیم. مهدی طارمی عقب رفته برای بازی سازی، پاس تو ارسال میکنه برای سردار آزمون. خیلی خوب میچرخه سردار آزمون و ضربه رو بزنه سردار. گل 4-2 میشه بازی و باز هم ما 2 گل جلو میافتیم. این بار نوبت سردار آزمون بود که گل بزنه برای ایران. سردار ایرانی حساب کارو 4-2 میکنه، باسه های خودش رو به رخ میکشه. بعد از این ضربه کورنر تو بلند فرستاده میشه به دهانه دروازه. باز هم ضربه سر رو زدن و ببینیم گل سوم برای هنگ کنگ به ثمر میرسه یا نه. پاس رو به جلو فرار آغاز شده توسط مهدی قائدی. گل پنجمو میبینیم یا نه؟ این اتفاق نیفتاد. میاره برای صالح اردانی، ارسال بلنده صالح اردانی رها میکنه، تو بلند فرستاده میشه. خطرناکه این ارسال. توپ خدا رو شکر دفع شد. مهدی قائدی میخواست حرکت کنه به سمت دروازه هنگ کنگ که پنجمین دیدارش در گروه ای رو از هنگ کنگ میبره با نتیجه 4-2. ممنونم که تا این لحظه همراه من بودین. خدا نگهدار.
A 4-2 win for Iran over Hong Kong. Now starting with the positives, let's talk about the man of the match. This was an easy decision because Mehdi Taremi scored 3 goals and he also had an assist. What a day for Mehdi Taremi. He has now scored 50 goals for Team Melli. Now, the general opinion about this match is obviously not very positive because Iran conceded 2 goals to Hong Kong. And when we take a look at Hong Kong's starting lineup, 9 of the players were domestic-based, while 2 are currently playing in the Chinese Super League. The quick analysis of this match is very easy. Iran was the better team. Iran dominated possession with some good ball movement. Iran had a lot more goal-scoring opportunities than Hong Kong, and both goals from Hong Kong happened because of defensive mistakes. Having said that, it's very easy to, want to silence the critics because Iran came away with a 4-2 victory on the road. But I'm not in the mood for a quick analysis. Instead, I'm more in the mood to have an in-depth analysis and talk about 2 really concerning problems that I saw from this match: lack of effort and horrible defending on set pieces. Hong Kong at times looked like the hungrier team by winning more challenges in the air, whether it was a long ball or a throw-in. In the 52nd minute, Juninho had a free header on a free kick. It looks like Amin Hasbavi missed his mark. Luckily, this did not result in a goal. We cannot forget about the second goal scored by Hong Kong because the defending was just really bad. Shoja Khalizadeh had a chance to clear the ball, and Ali Reza Jahanbash thought he was fouled, but the replay shows that he was not fouled by Philip Chan. Later in the second half, another corner kick, and this time, plenty of ball watching. Another big problem from this match is that we saw Iran take its foot off the gas immediately after scoring a goal. Remember, Taremi gave Iran a 1-0 lead in the 12th minute, but Hong Kong equalized 2 minutes later after a mistake from Arya Yousefi. After Taremi scored his 3rd goal of the match, Iran once again decided to relax. Hong Kong had a free kick and caught Iran sleeping with a quick restart. Juninho earned a corner kick off this run, and it was this corner kick that resulted in the 2nd goal for Hong Kong. Immediately after scoring a goal in this match, Iran had that attitude of, we've scored a goal, time to relax, job is done. This is something that needs to change because we all know as football fans that the most crucial moments in a football match are the minutes immediately after scoring a goal. It is not a time to relax. Instead, it is a time to tighten up and play even harder. I started this analysis by talking about Mehdi Taremi, the man of the match. But the worst player on the pitch was easily Ali Reza Jahanbash. Ali Reza Jahanbash lost the ball 7 times against Hong Kong. 7. Why wasn't he subbed out in the second half? I have no idea. Next, let's talk about goalkeeper Payam Niazmand. In all honesty, I think Niazmand could have done a little better on that first goal scored by Hong Kong. But my main concern with Payam Niazmand is that he looked very uncomfortable whenever Hong Kong was pressing Iran, especially late in the match. Of course, I'm glad Team Melli got the victory, but like I said earlier, the lack of effort and poor defending on set pieces need to be addressed immediately. Iran and Uzbekistan are very familiar with one another, whether it is friendly matches or competitive matches. In terms of all-time history, Iran has a very good record against Uzbekistan. The last meeting was a 2-2 draw when the two teams met in Tashkent last November. The goals for Iran were scored by Ramin Rezaian and Mehdi Taremi. But Oston Uronov and Igor Sergeyev answered for the Uzbeks in the second half. It was obviously a disappointing result for Iran, but this is what happens when you play only one good half of football. Uzbekistan is coming off a 3-1 win over Turkmenistan. The match was played in Tashkent. As for the players to watch, here they are: Abozbek Fayzulayev, Eldor Shomurodov, Jaloluddin Masharipov, and Oston Urunov. First, Abozbek Fayzulayev currently plays for CSKA Moscow in Russia. He's a very speedy winger, he is tough to mark, and he created a lot of problems for Iran when the two teams met in November. Forward Eldor Shomurodov currently plays for Cagliari in Serie A in Italy. Shomurodov has scored 40 goals for his country, and he is easily the most dangerous player on the Uzbek squad. Jaloluddin Masharipov is a solid winger who brings a lot of experience to the Uzbek midfield. And of course, we cannot ignore the fact that he plays for Esteghlal. He signed for the Iranian club right after the Asian Cup. Last but not least, midfielder Oston Urunov. Oston Uronov joined the Iranian Giants Persepolis after the Asian Cup, and he scored 6 goals in 13 appearances. But aside from what he has done at the club level, Uronov is a rising star on the Uzbek national team, and he has already scored 3 goals in World Cup qualifying. As for the head coach, no changes. We know Srečko Katanec very well. Let's face it, even though the previous meeting between Iran and Uzbekistan ended in a 2-2 draw, it was Katanec who outcoached Galenoui. As for the keys to victory, number 1, press early. Number 2, be physical in midfield. As we saw in the match against Hong Kong, Iran did not look comfortable when pressed deep into their defensive zone. And this is why Iran really needs to press the Uzbeks early to throw them off their game. And in terms of being physical in midfield, the Uzbeks are very dangerous when they have a lot of space because they're very good with ball movement and their quick one-touch passes. And that's why being physical in midfield will take them off their game. Basically, Iran has got to turn Uzbekistan into a long ball strategy team. And of course, let's not forget, Iran will face Uzbekistan at the Azadi Stadium on June 11th. Now what about you? What are your keys to victory in Iran's upcoming match against Uzbekistan? Leave a comment down below. Always look forward to getting your input. There is no need to ring the alarm bells, but Iran needs to approach the match against Uzbekistan with a better attitude and of course with better effort. Now we have seen this before from Iran. Play well one game, don't play well in the next one. But right now, what concerns me the most is Amir Galenoui's substitutions. Successful coaches are known for their ability to make effective tactical decisions, and this also means bringing on the right players at the right time. When looking back at Iran's qualifier against Uzbekistan in November, 2 of Amir Galenoui's late substitutions in that match were Ruzbe Cheshmi and Mehrdad Mohammadi. In this match against Hong Kong, 2 of these late substitutions were Omid Nurafkan and Shahryar Moganlu. I really think Amir Galenoui can start getting more supporters if he starts bringing in super subs off the bench instead of boring footballers who shouldn't even be on Team Melli. The bottom line is that Nurafkan and Moganlu are not super subs. The super subs are Javad Hossein-Nejad and Javad Agaipour. And yes, I know Agaipour did make an appearance against Hong Kong, but he was brought on in stoppage time. It would have made more sense to bring him on instead of Shahryar Moganlu. As football fans, we get really excited when we see these super subs getting ready to come on the pitch. And if Amir Galenoui doesn't correct this problem, then we're going to see Iran get burned by much better opponents.